I remember my Instagram, she busted sauce recording it. Fam, she got fired. I didn't even feel bad after. I'm like, why would you put your toes on? Like,
Yeah.
You push your drink to
Yeah.
It wasn't working. So she thinks I'm being extra. So she's like, guess the thing?
Oh, and
Toes
she
are
goes
her
up top
bare
because you have to
foot
fix
steps
it up
on
top,
And
yeah.
I'm like zooming in our toes in and out. I'm like, that's disgusting. So almost like she done. This was in Vaughn too.
You got her fired?
You got talking to the mic, yeah?
Yeah, everybody's got to
yeah.
talk into the mic. Can you turn me up a little bit?
Yeah.
Just my headphones, because you know me, I got to be louder. But yeah.
In the headphones?
Yeah, just in my headphones.
Okay.
I don't know about the volume and everything else. I just want to loud up in the
No,
volume.
the volume's Chris.
Gutsy got that Barry White.
Yeah.
He said, turn me up.
Turn me up
Turn me up a little bit, because you know what I'm saying. Like, just need a little bit louder.
If you could have one of those youths on your record, like a R&B singer,
Oh, bro.
excluding Michael.
No, I already know who right now, because I've been running him for the last little bit. His one little 2 bars on this new song that's been circulating. Charlie Wilson, fam.
Oh,
You're not the
that's
first
my
one. You're not the
guy.
first one that said that.
Fam,
Charlie
I was
Wilson's goated.
upset
He's a
when I
legend.
first heard that song, Attitude, only because I was like, yo, fam, why'd he do that? Like, bro, chill out. Then I heard it like the second time and I started smiling. I'm like, yo, this is hard.
Are you talking the one with
Don Toliver, Cash
Don
Money.
Toliver? Give me
your love. Fam, I won't lie. Anytime that song comes on, I gotta do the solo and the build up. And when you watch that music video, I'm not gonna lie, he's so ready to jump in.
Yeah,
bro, he's in. Like, and when you search his name on Google, because I knew he was an old man, you know? I know he's grown. My mom said she listened to him growing up, but I didn't know that the man is 71 or whatever the hell he is. I thought he was like 59, you know?
no, he's old.
Like I knew, and I didn't want to believe it because he's so healthy. Like he has so much energy. It's like, you see what Ronald Isley was doing? He's doing it.
On a different level, on a hip hop, because
He's
Ron
bringing
Isley wasn't too hip hop.
He was
more
really
with,
sticking with the R. Kelly vibe.
Yeah.
And like with Charlie, I guess also he signed to Kanye, so that's a big difference too.
Oh, okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he signed to Kanye from like a few years ago now. Like his last album was released through Good Music.
Okay, proper.
Yeah, so Kanye is giving him that shot, but also it's like you have a live sample in the flesh. Like the Gap, you have the Gap Band. That's insane.
Pretty much.
That's where he came from?
Yeah,
He's the Gap
fam.
Man.
You don't know that's outstanding, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
I didn't know
fam.
that.
That's
I
why
didn't
that's
know
my guy, fam.
I
Like,
didn't
you
know,
know,
I didn't know.
even too, like one of my favorite songs of all time is "You Don't Know What You're Doing." You don't know what you're gone until it's gone.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
a pretty face, drove you out, but you ain't got that Snoop Doggy Dogg. I don't care about what you see. The Snoop Dogg
don't
and
fuck with me.
fam. And Charlie he just saw like
He's a
just
saucy
a
man
saucy man. You could put him on any track with anybody, and he feels like
And he's not gonna forget himself either.
Yes.
Like, so that's what confused me was like listening to it. At first I'm like, yo, it's 2024.
You're
Yeah,
big
yeah.
face.
I was dissing, I was hating. And then I'm like, no, my mom's gonna like this. But then I keep listening, I'm like, no, I like this.
But again, it
I'm like,
makes-
oh, my mom. I'm like,
now imagine from a marketing
back to back.
a marketing and promoting standpoint. Now imagine somebody having Charlie Wilson and one of the older folks hearing a Cash Cobain, Don Toliver sound,
it
and
opened
then
their mind to this young culture, and it gives them a chance.
That's literally what you said. Your mom would know who this is.
Yeah, like I played this song for my mom. At first, she's like, I don't really get it. Even like now, I don't think she's like playing it, but now she knows Don Toliver exists. She knows Cash Cobain, and she'll recognize her voices probably
exactly.
because she knows Rich Homie Quan's voice. You know, R.I.P. She knows Young Thug. Like she used to sing Lifestyle. You know, just a lifestyle. That's how she would just do it. She's like, you know that song? That sounds so good.
My mom is bad. She calls 21 Savage 41 Savage. So
Oh,
Yeah,
this,
Foul play.
don't listen to his music.
that's
no more.
diabolical.
41
You
Savage.
don't respect
41
it.
Savages.
Let's get into it, man. He doesn't have a lot of time.
Yes, my bad. It's the Man Dem
We're,
Show. Your
we're
boy
good
Gutsy.
until like
It's boy
may-
Vegas.
We're good until maybe like 7:30.
Yeah?
Alright.
Yeah, we could push it a bit.
All right.
You're going to be late, though.
No, I already messaged him. I said I'm gonna be late.
Hey, what's the Man Dem Show? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. We got some special guests in here today. You know what I'm saying? Our guy. I've interviewed him before. Yeah. We interviewed him a couple of times. He was a part of. I shouldn't say that. He was a part of our Renegade episode, kind of.
The Renegade episode.
Major music.
And then, and then we came back. Yeah, I'm saying we came back. But
Yeah, I guess that makes me foul play for being there for that episode. Huh?
No.
I keep telling everybody. Everybody thinks I have the beef with my boy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really have the beef.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and the beef is
I don't
between
have.
them.
I don't have the beef. I don't have no
They
beef.
have
I don't
media. They
beef.
have something. Everybody wants to see
They-
me and my boy squabble, but I don't have no problem with my boys. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I did what I did up there. You know what I'm
You want me
saying?
Max? I don't want to Max B him. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Oh.
want to. You know what Max B was like? These niggas ain't got the soul. These niggas ain't got the sauce like me. I look better. I dress better. I fuck better. You know what I'm saying? My music is better. You know what I'm saying? My videos is better. My shorts is better. Don't make me Max B the nigga.
Max Big and Val.
Don't make me do that.
It's in his heart. You're not lying.
Nah, I love him. Competition, man. He needs to have competition. It's like
Hey.
Pepsi and Coke.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? He
and
needs
Drake.
us to get better.
Kendrick and
It's not about
Drake.
you. It's not about you. But yes, our special guest. Shout out Ellse, man. Everything Ellse in the building.
Who
Don't know.
else? LC.
LC?
A lot of names. A lot of names. A lot of names.
Ellse the artist before people even knew me.
Ellse the artist.
That's what's even funnier because when I came to Major Music, I already had like a whole. I dropped like 13 mixtapes
Oh,
as Ellse
crap.
the artist, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Obviously, didn't know where I was marketing. I did a few shows and stuff around the city, and I was kind of like, I did A3C in like 2016 in Atlanta and stuff. So I was doing stuff, but I didn't know exactly like the real direction I was trying to go. And then I think, honestly, working with so many artists at Major Music kind of opened my mind and really understood like my identity a bit more of like, I could be versatile, that's okay, and I could still figure out how to hit the pockets and just market each song kind of gradually differently.
That is dope.
Dope. And who's this young gentleman that you brought with you, man?
Cuzzo S Pound,
Okay.
Feet on Land,
Feet on land, S-Pound.
EVK,
To the mic, man.
EVK,
S-Pound.
HGH.
That nigga saying everything. S-Pound, EBK, HG. It's just my big cuz, just here to support as usual.
All right.
It's crazy because I think I seen you before.
You definitely have.
Yeah.
Did you used to rap back in the day? What was your name before?
S-Pound, but like people used to call me Swift.
Swift Pound.
Swift.
And then
Swift
he used to
Pound.
mingle with people he doesn't want to say that he mingle with, so that's why he's
Okay.
being.
Yeah.
He's being coy?
I'm by myself, you know, but a lot of people that I used to mingle with, you recorded and stuff a lot. That's why I know who you are from a long time ago.
Parma people. Let's just keep it simple.
No, those are my people too.
Yeah.
But
I
yo,
know,
no,
like,
so
like Oxnap is my bro. Like, me and
Okay,
Ox
so I
have
seen
videos
her
to-
around him.
Yeah, me and Ox have
Okay.
videos together. Ox
Yeah,
is my
yeah,
bro. I don't talk about Ox, my bro.
Ox, that's my dog. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
recorded
yeah.
his tapes here. He followed me from the dungeon.
Yeah,
up
no,
Yeah,
into
yeah,
here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so that's where I know you from. I see
Honestly,
you around Ox.
he's a person that the baton got passed to me, and it's my dog now too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my super dog still.
Shout out to Ox, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys-
Real legend, real legend.
Other than that, you guys have any other shout outs? Anybody you guys want to big up before we get started?
KBF Jinx, Pablo from the Six,
Pablo.
Cuts, Proofy,
Proof.
Frig.
He has a funny story about Proof. He's gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very funny.
Frig.
Shout out my twin Jay.
Casper TNG. I've been working a lot with him.
Oh, shout out
Big shout out to
Casper.
him. He got some with D Thing dropping just now.
Bro, I
so
want that. I want that song. You have it?
I'll play it for you.
Sound effects. This guy's like, yo, I need to hear it. Bro. I need to hear it.
I was manifesting the shit like, yo, I need that song. I messaged
Don't let me
Casper.
find out this is
I
the only
messaged
reason I got
DT.
this interview, eh?
Oh, no.
You got it for another reason.
I need that shit, bro. But who else? Yeah. Anybody else?
Frig the City. Vanali Stacks, Free My Dog Jeezy Loke, Step Crow. Don't know, that's my
Yes,
my
your bro.
dog stuff. That's my big bro that's younger than me a little bit, and we just look alike and we're not related.
I swear, when the first time I seen them in the record together, I'm like, oh, that's your bro, that's your cousin.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you were like, oh, this all makes sense, because and it makes no sense. Fam, even my mom's like, where'd you find him?
Must
I
be
don't
related
know.
to you guys somewhere. Long
Fam,
last something.
Yeah, it's like some Samoan energy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Bloodline.
The bloodline. Right?
Big up all the Man Dem still. Big up Guap Poppy. That's my dog too. Banks, even though he doesn't want to drop music that much. Jamal Banks, that's my dog. Shout out Magic Studios. Shout out The Hive. Shout out Major Music.
What's up?
What about your homie that was in the bin that you're doing the freestyle with?
I'm doing a freestyle with.
The homie that you're from the London, from in UK.
Oh, Ammo, my dog Ammo.
Ammo. That's his
My
name.
dog
Yeah,
Ammo.
yeah,
Free my
yeah.
nigga Ammo.
Shout out my dog Ziggs.
Free my nigga
Coming
Ammo.
hard
He's
with
coming
music.
home just now. in his home, and then he's coming over here. He has to link up with the Man Dem. He already
He
knows.
seemed activated over there.
That man, fam, I'll tell you this. Certain man's him. Shout out my nigga Claudio, Albanians.
Yep.
Sick man in there too. There's certain people that I met in there that literally made it a walk in the park for me.
Yeah.
Like, God bless my soul. I don't know how to describe it. I didn't run into any situations. And anytime there was even like discomfort, Man Dem are checking on me. Like, they canceled my flight because they said I had pending charges. So then I had to stay. I already gave away canteen. Mans are like feeling bad for me. As soon as you get a little hour, coming over, dropping off stuff.
Okay.
Making sure I'm good. Like, yo, fam, I'm going to get you an Xbox 360 for the night.
Wow.
Like, wild shit. Like, niggas have, 1-2 mans have their phone. I have access to it because they want to make sure I'm good because.
Allegedly.
Nah, we talking about
It's crazy over there. They got drone deliveries. Yeah. So when niggas was putting drugs in their ass in Canada, these niggas got drones.
Dropping it off.
So I smoked weed inside because it didn't come out of an asshole.
And they allow you to have vapes. Like
you have a vape. So the way the prisons are set up over there, you have basically if you're a non-smoker, you'll get like a care package for like snacks and sweets.
Yeah.
If you're a smoker, you get a vape kit. Fuck your treats.
To try to help.
That was your trade. But they can't smoke real cigarettes inside or you get in trouble. So that's why they have the vapes. But then I learned something through the grapevine of some of the people over there that the way their system is set up is the woman that is in charge of like the laws, her husband manufactures the vapes. So it's kind of like
a business thing.
It's a Doug Ford thing.
Yeah. But it's still like
it's business, and it was smart because to be honest, if I'm in a cell with someone, like I don't smoke cigarettes, but I was smoking the vape, but it wasn't affecting my cellmate that didn't smoke cigarettes because the vape evaporates so quick.
Yeah, so quick.
And it has like a scent. It doesn't have like just
that cigarette scent that stays.
It doesn't stain walls.
Yeah.
So it was a lot better, definitely for non-smokers, obviously.
But that's gonna make niggas want to stay in jail. What? You're getting free vape?
No. You get the startup kit, and then you have to pay for it after.
Niggas are still staying in jail. There's ammo right there. No it's like he felt his shout out.
Free ammo.
Free ammo still.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's wild.
Or there's someone running ammo's account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, too, really quick before we like something that was going on over there at the time. I don't know if you were seeing it. Was the shorty the officer that got smashed by the inmates? I don't know if that was big over there with you.
The ting.
Yeah, the
So,
officer, the CO. Sorry, yeah, she
was him.
Nah.
I
didn't get the privilege. So,
but yeah, I know that was heavy over here. And
Woodsworth or Woolsworth is the prison name. So I went to 2 prisons over there. I went to Wormwood Scrub, and that was a BCAT security. So it's like level 2 security. Level 1 would be like terrorists and shit like that, and serial killers. This one still has like 1-2 murderers, but it's more like drug dealers and stuff like that. You know, domestics. So that one had 23-hour lockup. Then I went to the second prison once I was sentenced, like a month after, and that was Maidstone. And that was like a deportation, like all immigrants. There was like a foreign national.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people that were fighting deportation or just accepting it. Like I just accepted it. I'm not going to win this one anyways. They give you a little care package to get the fuck out the country. I'll take it, you know? So yeah, their systems is different over there.
Would you say it's better in a sense of how they deal with the law?
I've never been in the bin here, so I can't really speak on that. But I think for mental health, they're huge. They really check on when I first got transferred to like off to the induction wing out of like the 5-man cell. When they first bring you in, they bring you in like a 5-man cell. And yeah, it's crazy. And that one's kind of monitored, but they're trying to see like your temperament, I think.
Yeah, see how you react to shit.
Stuff like that. So then I moved into a 2-man cell, and that was on like the induction wing, and they were checking on my mental health like every 2 or 3 hours. They would just come check the door, make sure I was okay, and then like when I got sentenced, they talked to me. They're like, "Oh, like how do you feel now that like you've heard is it what you expected?" Or I was like, I can't change anything. I don't really feel
Yeah,
anything.
what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm going to jail. Like,
Yeah, but I
I'm
guess
supposed
like
to
some people might have got like a 5 years, 10 years, and then they might have broke down, you know? And they would continuously ask like, oh, are you self-harm? And I would laugh by accident, but I'm like, nah. Like self-harm, like I'll definitely beat somebody up if I'm upset over hurting myself.
Facts.
I will literally let it out on someone else. There's no way I'm gonna hurt myself.
Yeah, man, trust something.
You know, that's not my approach. So it was interesting though, because they have a lot of different like programs. You have a TV and a phone in your cell, and the phone doesn't cut off at a certain time. At most, it's like you could talk for like 40 minutes, then you have to wait 15 minutes for your second call. So that way, if you have a cellmate, it gives them a chance to use the phone. It's a natural buffer.
Yeah.
So like I just started analyzing things on there. I'm like, their system is like, they're trying to make it flawless. Obviously, there's gonna be flaws, but they're doing a good job. And I feel like that's why their prisons are full. Because like you said, like some people get comfortable, and there's a lot of drug addicts. So they have a drug called Spice. It's like K2 in the States. They say it's synthetic weed, and they basically spray it on a piece of paper, and then they send the paper in, or whoever, whatever. These guys are selling pieces of paper. When my cellmate got caught with a TV, got caught with a phone, we lost our TV for like a week. The next day, one of our people, like that guy was from the city, and he knew these guys, like he used to deal drugs and then whatever. So my cellmate was blessed. So it kind of helped me. So they came and checked on us. We're not allowed out of our cell, only for a shower. Then we have to go back in. So one of the Man Dems seen us, they're like, yo, like I heard you on Basic. They got the phone, and it was his phone, you know? He's like, yeah, fam. He's like, idiot thing. He's like, fuck. He's like, wait, you don't have a TV? We're like, nah. He's like, don't worry. Brother, I kid you not. I was in the shower when they got this sorted out. I only got like a 10-minute shower because I'm like, I only have an hour to work with, you know? I get my shower, I come out. There's a TV under my bed. He's like, don't pull it out until you're locked up. I was like, wow. And they're neat over there.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
It's kind of like over here too, because, and going back to it, people, a lot of motherfuckers is lazy, bro. And they don't want to get up and work and have a job. Instead, they'll go to jail, fam. You sit down there, you're getting a meal, you get a place to live, you can get your drugs.
You don't even have to work in the prison. It's a choice. It's your choice if you want to get out the cell more.
Yeah. And two, you're getting free drugs. There's still a lot of those guys that are on certain drugs. They're still kind of giving it to you, but they're giving it to you differently. You have to
do tasks. You're just doing tasks. Like these guys, I won't even lie. No, I don't think I should say that. But basically, Man Dem needed help getting stuff, and I found a way to help, and I got free loud for the rest of my sentence.
Jeez.
That's basically the easiest way to put it.
Jeez.
So it's like, if you're a team player, you're locked in. Because especially, all it takes is for you to be a dummy and maybe try to steal something or whatever, you're going to get crushed. Because you're going to be outnumbered because there's a whole wing waiting for the drugs. Like, I watched it happen at the first prison. I watched the drone try to come and drop the parcel. So the string is tied to the drone, and there's a package at the bottom. And I don't know, it probably got it looked like it got some hash, some weed, probably some spice, and probably an iPhone or two. You know what I mean? Like, care package. So there's a tree that it kind of got stuck to. So the string is like being pulled by the tree, and the drone's trying to get away. Yeah. It finally gets away, then it gets by the building again. Now, whoever it was reached out the window, and they must have yanked it, grabbing the string, because they're watching it probably go everywhere. So they thought, like, I finally got it. They pulled the drone down. Fuck the drone. So they just cut the package off, whatever. Because I watched the guard come and get the drone, no package anymore. I'm like, And then I'm like, is he in on it? But I'm like, there's no package, so it doesn't matter. So now, that night, between that night and the morning, that whole row of wherever the drone fell, there's three or four floors. Every cell that was lined up with that spun.
Yeah, lockdown. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy.
That's
Madness,
crazy.
bro.
It's not crazy because, should I say this? I heard there was a guy that was gonna do a move like out here with the drone. And like they would pay the person to get to the spot and then attempt to fly the drone to said location out here too. So it's not like it's not out here either.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's just a little bit harder.
It's
out
more
here.
different, I guess, over
It's
there.
just, I think it's almost like think they're just a little bit more ahead of that process.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like we're catching on because it seems like they have it to the point where they have nets over the prisons. Like at the first prison, there's like mesh net for some of the yards to avoid it, so you can't go to the window. Then most of the windows have like this cheese grater like metal shit on it.
Okay.
So it's like you have to unscrew it, and then you have to find someone that can get you the tool. And then it's like it depends if your one's easy to unscrew and put back one time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I had a good cell. Mine, I had windows.
Yeah.
Prison break shit, bro.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I want to kind of get into music, but I want to kind of leave this topic, but I kind of want to stay on it.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
see more like artists in there that were in jail? Because we see like a lot of that down
We can
here
segue
too,
into
right?
this. Yeah. So, I met a lot of like upcoming artists. I exchanged a lot of info with different people. Some of them are actually touching road now and touching base with me. I met Digga D.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I was in the same prison because I'd seen the interview with Proofy.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him were in the same prison at the same time, but we didn't know each other yet.
Oh.
But we have mutual friends like Cuts. That's my dog too. So he got arrested a bit before me. I got arrested end of January.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably like, I guess, yeah, some beginning of February is whatever when I ended up April is when I ended up over there or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on the 3s and I was on the 2s, but we didn't know each other yet. Cuts told him that one of our other people are inside, and then like my name's been circulating because I'm telling everyone that I work with rappers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, you know. Like I'm like oh like what do you do? Blah blah blah. I'm like I'm an engineer. They're like say a word, swear down. That's their go-to. Swear down, mate. They didn't all say mate, but the swear down that was their go-to still.
Yeah.
So we're doing talking to different people, and I'm assuming like there's 4 or 5 Canadians on our wing. Mm-hmm. One of my other friends got arrested like shortly after me doing the same dumb shit as me. So it's like I tried to drop him a care package before I left the induction wing, but they wouldn't let me. He's on a different floor, so I can't give him a care package. Oh. So I get to the C wing, and then that's where Proofy is. But we're in the studio basically chopping it up, and he's talking to his homie about something, and they're just talking about the UK. I'm like, yeah, I was over there. I'm trying to work with two of those people too. He's like, yeah, fam. He's like, you're on the 2s. I was on the 3s. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, C-Wing. I was like, say a word. I was like, you were there? He's like, fam, I was on the 3s. I was like, say a word. I was like, yeah, we didn't know each other. He's like, yeah, fam. I was like, how's that even happen?
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Mad.
But Digga D, he's actually super chill, I guess, if you're not an op. He seems to be pretty oppy though. Because even we're walking by like a window, I think some youth named Jay Stacks was in there. He was on like segregation. He's like, who's that? Is that my man? He's like, fuck you. For no reason. For no reason. I'm like, okay. But like my cellmate got caught with a phone, and then him or his cellmate got caught with a phone.
He's thinking about Supercell.
No! I'm thinking about Digga D's song. Who's that, my man? Jump off right, man. Like, that's why it's so funny that you're like, who's that, my man? That's what.
Fam, it's him in the flesh still. I can't lie. That's really him.
Who's that, my man? Yo, fuck you, blood. Suck my dick, blood.
Fuck you, blood. No, it was a bad thing still. To be honest, yeah, I don't, because he's in there for importation of cannabis as well, but from California.
Okay.
So I'm like, damn, I'm like,
Half-quarter of weed. Like,
oh, his
why
was a
did-
half quarter?
Yeah, why do they do that?
Damn. And do you know, okay, to make it even worse, let's break it down. So he's in there for, this is how you know that they just want immigrants out of their country too, because the prisons are full. Because, like, if we really break it down, I showed up with 17.5 keys of weed, and I got out in 6 months.
Jesus.
He showed up with a half quarter, and he's still in there.
What?
He's going on like 8 months right now. Like he showed up there. I don't know where he was before, but he showed up there like maybe a month and a half after I got there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he had, I don't even know who did that to him. He's still in there.
Shout out my man though.
Yeah.
Free Digga D.
Free
Shout out my
We exchanged
man.
contact. I don't think he really cares about my contact, but maybe he'll get bored one day and be like, yo, you see what this guy in Toronto? Who's that? My man?
Who's that, my man?
Nigga,
He was
when
good,
you
blood.
See this tap in, nigga.
Tap in.
I was gonna say, but he died in Supercell though.
Yeah,
no?
he did. He did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
So
did.
they don't really need him.
Yeah, they don't need
Foul
that.
play. Foul play.
Foul play. Els, what's your you got a question? Because I'm gonna ask this guy.
Go
question for
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
What's your take on Toronto's scene right now? Like you came back, you see like nobody's dropping tunes. Does Toronto have a sound? Is an argument that we've been going off of.
It's like Toronto's going through the Diddy crisis or something. Like,
Oh fuck.
Because why? Because the States is like humble right now. So I don't know what's really going on over here, why artists are not dropping tracks. I know the artists I'm working with are working on projects and stuff. Casper definitely has a project coming. K Money has some music coming. So it's like, I don't know. The antics, if we're let's just get into that. The antics, I don't really like it. I think it puts a horrible perception on our city. I think clout chasing, there's forms of clout chasing that are acceptable. And I think just lying for clout or trying to get as much attention as you can by pissing people off is not the way.
The crash out vibe.
The crash out vibe, the fake crash out vibe. Like you're literally, fam, I'm talking about top 5. If we're going to be honest, like what is he doing? He's making the city look bad.
Is he though?
Yes.
Is he? Okay, I'll put it like this. He's opening the doors. Let's put it like that. He opened the door because he's creating so much hate within himself and other people that people want to try to go against him. But he still hasn't dropped a song since he's been home.
Facts.
So is he an artist or a streamer? And that's okay if he's a streamer, but identify as yourself. Because you're moshing up the rap scene.
I can't blame him. He's a problem. Don't get. I'll say I wouldn't say he's a problem. I don't agree with what he does. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it.
He's an
But
entertainer.
it's like yes.
But
when you're
this isn't WWE.
yes, but it's still the music entertainment where it's just like what he's doing brings more attention than what anybody else is doing. And again, yes, garnering. He's not dropping music.
6ix9ine
But-
brought a lot of attention to New York.
Yes, and Top 5 bringing a lot of attention to Toronto. And just like 6ix9ine was doing it the wrong way too. Well, people would say it's the wrong way. People were gonna say Top 5. Like he still got on Aiden Ross's stream and he got him to play his song. That's still the importance of an artist. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing it. Now, the other things he's doing, I don't agree with. I feel like they're all playing with fire. It's one thing to do it in the
1,000%.
States, but I feel like Toronto and Canada is a little bit different where the Canadian police, the Canadian government are sitting down here looking at you guys
Fam,
like ready for you guys to
The other thing
fuck
that
up.
people have to realize is when you get released, you're under investigation.
He didn't even get he got released, but he got stayed too. That's the crazy part. Like,
Fam,
like
That's
you
even
know,
worse.
fam, they're waiting to catch the bigger issue. They're waiting for him to lead them. If we're gonna be factual,
And think of it.
that's what I don't like because if you watch, fam, I grew up on movies like Goodfellas, so the way the Toronto rap scene approaches their issues or even their money is insane.
of course.
Because it's like you're asking for audits and you're asking to be analyzed. It's like, why don't you open a business?
I feel you
And then
can go,
flex.
I feel you can go that way if you're actually dropping music. If he was dropping bangers, people couldn't say nothing.
It's a game changer.
You're just talking shit online.
No,
Fam.
that's
Because
100%.
when you have music to back it up, people could be like, all right, this guy may piss me off, but he actually has good
The one
music
thing
to
I'll say,
back
it's
it
like
up.
Kanye West. Kanye West had an amazing career and then he gooed himself with his personality. And Top 5's gooing himself with his personality.
That's a little bit different because Kanye had amazing music too. Top 5 had good music, but he didn't have like.
We're just speaking on the effort.
Oh, you're talking about it. Okay.
I'm not even gonna, I would never compare his music
Yeah.
to Kanye's. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
You
foul.
can't do that. But yeah, I mean, but he's just a minor part of the problem because he
There-
came out and he knows how to get attention
I'll
and
say
he
this
did
as
that.
well.
But
He
what
is a
about
minor part of the problem.
Because what about the last 3 years he wasn't there? Who was there to even bring some sort of music attention for us?
Yeah, let's be
Now,
real.
because now to me, this is how I look at it. I think everybody's struggling and everybody's not using these opportunities to be like, all right, Top 5's doing some dumb shit, but the attention's still on us. Let me go put out some music.
people
Doesn't
are-
matter who it is. Now, but they're putting out music, but people have to realize, okay, I can't just, you can't just put out music, promote it, put some money
Exactly.
behind it. It doesn't have to be a Kai Cenat. It doesn't have to be Academics, Aiden Ross. Find a streamer that you fuck with. And just be like, all right, I'm gonna give you a little dollars. Can you play this on my stream? Or let me pop up on the stream with you.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's,
yeah.
I feel like Toronto misses that part of it, and that's why top 5 wins, because top 5 like who's hot. All right, I'm gonna get under
Top
shit.
5 did really good with tapping in with academics. He's a key to the whole media world.
Of course.
And I think that's what, like, because Aiden Ross came to the city, I don't know if is he still living here?
I think so.
Yeah, and then Fuzi left or whatever, right?
I
Fuzi
don't
just
know who
visited.
Fuzi- oh, Fuzi's the way
seen-
Fuzi's
No,
the way.
because, well, we seen the Mississauga you talking about, I got the drop and blah, blah,
Zero.
blah.
I
He
gotta
was
talk
talking
to
about
C-Bro
Zero.
about that. Yeah, I gotta talk to C-Bro.
Yeah, that was
I don't
Des.
know. I don't know what
So,
that was.
that wasn't it. So with Aiden Ross and these streamers coming to the city and doing, like, even for example, you see how they did the boxing thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I've wanted to do that, but I feel like my network of people are gonna shoot each other. So I don't even think to hold it. But that's the wrong mentality off hop. I just gotta go for it because
We have to do it.
the issue with our city is that we don't offer enough cross-platform opportunities for content creators.
Facts.
So
Guns
because of that,
down, gloves
everybody
up.
just wants to be a content creator and included in something. Nobody's creating foundation for you to be included in.
Also, too, I feel like people don't want to support it unless a big name's behind it.
Exactly.
So
for
like
sure.
that's been a problem that I've been talking, and like shout out Hoodlum, like I like the fact that Hoodlum, like Blamo did the Bring Your Bar thing, and Hoodlum was a part of it. Like it wasn't something that Keep It Solid or Six Buzz does. Like
Yeah,
I hate
yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that if it's not a big name, the city doesn't want to support it.
Yeah.
That's another thing that the city has to stop doing, where it's just like, let's just support. It doesn't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Bro, there's a lot of talented artists in our city that
You never know.
you would never
What
know.
was the girl you were
Not
telling
even
me
just-
about the other day, and I didn't even know she was from Canada. The girl, and she has a million views.
Oh, Jessie Reyes.
oh, Jesse Reyes? Oh yeah. Jesse Reyes is
That's
gold.
how I'm
as-
like-
That's
people
yeah,
that
she's
go-
like a
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
me, it's
But-
like she's like one of those veterans, you know? Like I remember her from back in the day when I was Ellse the artist, I was doing shows with Jessie Reyes before she was anybody. And then
That's crazy.
she just
And that's what I'm
her,
talking
Daniel
about.
Caesar, like Hawaii Mighty.
And
Like these are people I cross paths with that focus on their path. You know? Even when you see Russell or D Pride, Russell, he figured out his niche market. It's not that he's not looking to get a bigger fan base or anything. He's always working hard though. So it's always slowly, gradually getting bigger. He's one of the most consistent artists in our city, in our GTA. Because he doesn't really miss if you really listen to him. It's just he's not really sharing a lifestyle that is political that people want to talk about. That's what our city's stuck on.
Yeah, they want
Our
to see.
country.
They want to see
For urban
personality
music.
and all these things. That's why I said that girl you showed me. I didn't know she had millions and millions of views.
Because I
And then
think that's a problem too, is that we focus a lot on the small demographic. Like there's a small subset of people that fuck with this, like the underground scene.
The
That's
Reddit, whatever the numbers are on Reddit is basically the community.
there you go.
Like that's really the community for
But-
Torontology.
and for Toronto, and you have to think about it too. It's Toronto/Canada, and it's even smaller than like an American side. So it's like
our
yes.
population.
So yes, we
No,
do.
not population.
Our population.
It's not population.
It's not population.
It's more so like what we like. Let's keep it real. What do I like to listen to? Grungy ass music. So I'm not gonna want to listen to anything outside of grungy music. But that puts that, I guess, vast of different artists in a small set for me. Then I'm gonna be stuck to.
So the diversity
that
in the diversity in our smaller population is the reason, and the amount of immigrants. The reason why I say smaller population is because we're the same size as basically the U.S., but our population matches California.
Toronto's population is bigger than a lot of these cities. Except it's.
But Toronto is Canada's population.
That's fine. So then why? But that goes back to the point.
when
So
you-
we
when you-
should be able
when you
to
go
blow
the
it up
States
more though.
and you could just drive to another city that has the equal amount. You've just doubled up.
Good. How many Toronto people? But Toronto people don't even do that. How many Toronto? How many guys from this city that you know that's had a tour in Ontario alone?
Besides Roni.
But
But you
Bad
put him
Roni
in.
is the
Put him
only one.
in.
But
Put him
I'm
in.
not-
Put
Roni
him
is
in
the only
there.
one.
look at the
Roni's the
tour.
only one.
Look at the tour option. You have a bunch of beans in your show because you're going to the bean cities.
That's
it
fu-
does matter because my
Yeah.
demographic that I want to listen to my music will not be buckets.
But why can't it be buckets?
It
though?
can be
If they're-
buckets, but if I've
you
been
can't say
singing
that
to
they're all
girls,
beans though, because a lot of those I've watched Roni's tour. A
talking
lot of them are
about-
girls and stuff like that too. So
Yeah, I'm
regardless
sure
if
there's
they're
a lot of
girls
girls.
or
I'm talking
beans or whatever, they're
I'm
still
talking about-
purchasers or consumers.
No, for sure. Hamilton.
they're consumers for that show. Like if we're talking about merchandise and stuff, it's not gonna go like I don't know. I don't think that that's gonna blossom into anything bigger than what it is, which means that is the cap.
That's not.
It's not the cap. It's not per se. It's the cap. It's to say
Because how long has he been touring Canada?
not that long. I want to say 2-3 years, but
That's
okay.
a lot. And selling merch. To the
Okay,
same place
but and
over
again, I
and
don't
over
know his
again.
money in the stats like that. But just the fact that he's able to do that shows that okay, like
There's a
yo,
market for an
there's
artist.
a market somewhere, and you have to
For
build
sure.
the market.
I've seen
and I
seen
feel like
shows
that's
in Winnipeg and stuff where they get
Yeah.
sold out.
But those are like the diehard.
But are you
fan
gonna
bases.
perform there 3 times a month, or are you know what I mean?
yeah, I hear that part of it, but at the
Because
same
then you
time,
water down your value, and then you're not even worth the sale that you're selling.
That's not true.
that's not true.
That's
If
not
you
true
perform
either.
if you are on your way up and you perform the same place, like if you're Kevin Hart, then you're maxing out. If you're
So think about it like this: if I have an album, right, and I want to tour from Vancouver to Prince Edward's, to Newfoundland, right? I'm gonna start small because nobody knows me. I'm building up my fan base. When the double up when my second album comes, and people start talking about my first album, the first tour experience, the merch that I'm selling, then I'm gonna probably sell out the venue that I was at before. Then when I go to my third tour, I have to go and get a bigger fucking place. And you just keep on doing that and creating a big Canadian
I'm not against
market.
that, for sure.
That is the idea when you tour as an independent artist. You know what I'm
just-
saying?
As a Canadian
I feel
market.
like as an urban artist, I don't think financially, like, I don't think you're gonna be financially sound necessarily unless you really put in that groundwork and you're basically, yes, it's possible. You have to spend a lot of money to make it possible and force feed the communities you're going into. But I don't really think it's like, I think there's a cap kind of.
Okay, hear me out. This is why I don't even think there's a cap. If you're able to build it up, let's just say everywhere around Ontario alone, you go to every place and they give you $500 to perform. I said, fam, there's a bag in that.
Yeah, for sure. That's like
that's what-
Riff Raff was doing that stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the problem is nobody's doing it. And I think that's what causes the, like, if we don't put ourselves out there, how else is the underground scene gonna flourish?
So-
you know what I'm saying?
I'll say like
Buffalo was
I've probably performed in Oshawa, Newmarket, Barrie. I've performed in all these little outskirts. I performed in London, Ontario. I performed in Windsor because I used to live down there. I performed in Hamilton. Like if you're doing it by yourself, like the venues, like you basically would have to like do all the groundwork in each city to make it more possible.
No, for
'Cause
sure.
Somebody is gonna book you just assuming you're gonna bring 30 or 40 people with you. So it becomes a pay to play. And that's what happens with a lot of these shows. Like the pay to play is okay, but the way it's being utilized, it's like it's kind of just paying off the fares.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel like, okay,
So
a guy
what-
like, now, going back to your point, let's just say if Top 5 does it. Top 5 never went on tour. Top 5 does it, he's going to be able to go on tour. And two, like, people just, the artist got to think more. Yo, I'm going on tour, let me go to the malls. Let me go do some content. Let me, who's a popping artist
That goes
in
back
Windsor
to the issue of the
working
political
with-
rappers.
Forget about that. Though.
It doesn't even,
Yeah, we
fuck
don't.
the
We don't care about the
politics.
politic rap.
I'm talking
It doesn't
about-
even have to be a
I'm
top
talking about
5
the
now.
comfort. No, I'm saying for like rappers that are in the street rap, the comfort of doing those things is more so like being in public.
But that's a different conversation because we're talking about you, Ellse, as an artist. We're not talking about like any of the political rappers because they have to do things a little bit differently. Top 5, for instance, he might not have to because he's big enough. He can hire security. He can do a lot more things in terms of securing his venue and securing himself, right? But like say a smaller political rapper that's still popular but may not have enough funds to get a security and stuff, they might have to maneuver a different way. They might have to do the venue to be determined, or you know what I'm saying, the secret locations. You might have to do a lot of those, and then on top of it, how much of these shows the police are stopping. So those
Yeah.
things are very
Yeah.
it's a different way to market, but it's not like it's impossible.
It just hasn't
not
been done.
impossible.
Yeah, it's just, I think that's the problem, is just these guys have to do it. Because if they don't do it, I feel like that's what's killing the game too, a part of it, because then the underground scene just stays in Toronto and it dies because they can't perform in Toronto. So
Yeah.
it just stays here with a small subset. Like people want to be able to feel certain songs that they've heard, whether they're in Windsor, whatever, it doesn't matter. They want to be able to see these guys perform these songs.
No, for sure.
These guys got to be able to perform these songs to get better. So
Yeah.
it's like they gotta go on the road to experience that.
For sure.
Fam, just like you said, in the States, they do it. Yes, it's a little bit different because you can go to Atlanta, or Chicago,
I guess I'm speaking
wherever,
from my
right?
experience of like 2016 times when I was performing a lot. So I was doing a lot of shows. That's why I'm speaking from that experience of that period of time where things are a lot different now as well, especially with the music scene.
Yes.
And the way it's adapted and it's being taken in.
I feel like your little clique that you have, like your little network of artists that you work with that are good together. I feel like you guys can set up like a 5, 6, 7 city tour across Canada and just go and grind it out. Like don't do it like where it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do it like one weekend you're here, next weekend you're there, and stay that whole week and just talk to people. Network. Hey, I'm gonna be performing there.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like artists are lazy.
Yeah.
If you want to
In the
get
city,
lit, you
in the
gotta
city,
in
in
the
the
city. Yeah,
city,
if
in the
you want to
city
get
they are.
lit, you
They're
gotta go and work
and
hard.
They're lazy. They're afraid to look foolish or like not cool.
To put themselves out there.
Yeah, they're afraid to be vulnerable.
Yes.
I guess I should put.
Yeah.
So lazy, afraid to be vulnerable, procrastinate. Yeah. Our city is evolving a lot, especially with the younger generation. Because they're a lot more hands-on with everything they're doing. And the understanding of like the online marketing is more natural to them.
Yeah.
Because it's all reality, like it's all reality TV right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that's
I
right.
still think
And recreating.
I still think the underground game in Toronto has like a good 5-10 more years where it can be saved if the infrastructure gets fixed.
For sure. There's a lot of good rappers here.
Hell yes. Amazing. There's amazing artists, but they just have to get out of that bag of I'm just gonna diss everybody. Like
So exactly. And some of the artists are maturing. Some of them are, you'll see it on their social media. You'll see that they're slowly like not name dropping anymore. They're gradually, they're getting older and mature. They're understanding like, yo, like, am I really just gonna be beefing ops past 30 and like talking about that when I've also had a girlfriend and had issues with her, or I've also
had a baby.
had a baby.
You know what I'm saying? And have to deal with being a father.
Exactly.
Make
making
saying?
business moves, dealing with
I was
friends
in the
that snake
studio.
you. Like
Yeah, there's still, you can still talk about the streets without talking about killing somebody that you don't like. It's still possible.
But at the end of the day, once you start,
It's hard to break that habit though.
you can break the habit, but once it's already been done, are you going to be forgiven? You know what I'm saying? Does the other side have the maturity to be like, okay,
But you
stop
don't
this
have
and
to be
again?
forgiven.
it isn't about that. It's not about that. Because
that means that you're worried about what they're thinking. So you've already decided to give them power. You're supposed to be working on what you want to work on.
As
if
an
you
artist.
want to talk about ops all the time, it's unfortunate, to be honest, because there's so much more things and subject matter to bring up that you've probably experienced in life. That's all.
that's because
And it doesn't mean that you still don't have ops. You still don't like them, and it's still probably on site. But every song's about them.
like we listen to 50 diss niggas on every album, but there were still other songs.
There was
Nigga,
still
that
balance.
watch is nice. That's what you want from me.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Move it
yeah.
to. I
Yeah,
take
yeah.
mine the fast way. Like that album was so amazing because he had so many concepts, but he was still dissing niggas on the tunes.
And girls, I'm hearing this from a lot of ladies in the city. They don't know how to have fun to op music. So they're not really sure how to post a TikTok to that. Like they don't shoot. But if you do a song about being a girl or like being in the club turning up, the girl can maybe relate to that because she just wants to turn up and have fun.
Facts.
You know, it's like, but we're not doing as much as that. And the city is doing that again. But the street rappers, one thing they used to say about American rappers is that, or American artists, like once you get that platform, you have a voice. We used to always hear, it's like, you have that voice now. What are you going to do with your voice? Okay, you showed them that you're a street nigga. You showed them all this stuff. What are you going to kind of let them know about now? What are you going to kind of school them on? Or what are you going to let them know, like, yo, these are real life situations I'm not proud of? Like, are you actually that proud of all these things? You're proud of going to jail all the time? No, you're probably not. And it's okay. No one should be. You know, it's not something to be happy about. But it happens. So it's like, talk about the growth of those type of things. It's like, it's kind of like, I guess, leaning towards backpack rap, but it's giving a real connection to your fans more than just who you hate. It's like things that you love now. You know, it's a bit different. And People want that.
But does that water now? Okay, now coming to the talk about things that I love, and everybody loves the same thing: bitches, drugs, money. It's back to say the bling bling era, but a new version of it.
You know what it is? We're not subliminal anymore.
Close the door.
We don't. The rappers aren't really subliminal. It's pretty blunt. So even back in the day when mans were dissing each other,
You didn't know.
like if you know, you know. But it wasn't really. This is what the song's about.
True.
But
you know?
being subliminal goes back to being talented. Like
Well,
you gotta
not
be
really,
you gotta
not
be talented.
really,
Yes,
fam.
you gotta be
With
talented to
songwriting.
diss niggas subliminally. Like
It takes
gotta be
intelligence.
cooked
It
into
just
the-
takes
ex-
intelligence.
Yeah, you gotta be smart. Like because you're cooking shit into the product.
And again, it also comes.
You want a ball till you fall that can help you, that is not intelligent, bro.
But they knew what they were talking about.
That's
Do you
not
understand what I'm saying? It's not
though.
intelligent, but it's not like
What
direct.
makes it?
You know what I'm
what
saying?
makes it intelligent
So it's
was
fun.
not being direct. Also, name dropping is actually marketing your ops. Duh.
I hear it. Okay, I see what you
So-
guys are saying in that sense. Okay, I understand what you guys are saying in that sense.
You gotta cook a little bit.
Yeah,
And
I hear what you're
to
saying.
be
I hear
honest,
what you're saying.
I won't lie. If niggas was really ops with people, like the way they really, really talk about it, and they didn't want to go to jail, they probably wouldn't name drop.
Yeah.
Niggas want to go to jail, though. I just told you this.
What? That's the sad
That might
thing.
have to be the name of this episode. Niggas want to go to jail, fam. Don't get it twisted. Niggas want to go to jail.
It just put me smiling. I'll send you my mugshot.
Me too.
I
Me
have all my shit.
You have your mugshot?
I took. I
Yeah,
have my,
run that. That's
I have
gonna be
my
the cover.
mugshot.
Of the, that's gonna be
I
the
got
cover.
my interrogation CD. I got all my shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
As an engineer,
Yeah.
how can I say this without dissing some of my friends?
Just say it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Do
Sometimes
you
it
feel
has
like
to
there's
be
some
that.
artists that you shouldn't work with?
Yeah, that's why I got into freelance.
If you see one of your artists doing coke or whatever, right, and it's a girl, are you just gonna allow her and you're just gonna sit down there and be like, whatever? Are you gonna tell her like, yo, fam, like maybe you should like chill out on the coke and like?
I'm gonna definitely tell them to chill on the coke if I think they're gonna overdose.
I seen drugs, but I never seen like niggas or bitches do coke in my sessions ever.
Bro, we had to
I-
You ever seen titties in your session?
I've
No.
Pum pum? You ever seen
No.
anybody fucking in your session?
Vegas. Come on, you haven't.
In my sessions?
You're talking
No.
shit. You have to be.
Yeah.
I lie.
You see that smile?
I lie.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Fuck the fuck, you never
There's
seen
no
no
way.
nothing like that,
the life
right?
that I had at Major, there's no way you didn't.
I didn't.
Fam, I had a
Vegas.
girl squeeze her coochie, her wet coochie, and make noises with it on the mic.
Oh, this part's staying
you're
in the
in a
show.
relationship.
I never
This
had
part's
that.
staying in the show.
I never
Fam,
had
life's
that. I never had
crazy.
that. I never had that.
No?
I personally slap things, but like for my own recording purposes. But nah, I never experienced other people do those kind of crazy stuff. No.
Yeah, no. That one was.
I seen straps. I seen niggas. We made songs with straps, cock and
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
The normal stuff.
yeah.
Like that's
That's
normal.
not normal.
In our world, that's normal. In our world, that's normal. No, in our world, that's normal.
This is the guy that says I prefer grunge rap. So you gotta keep that in mind. What's normal to him might not be normal to others.
Yeah, fam, that is
Right, this nigga said, yeah, you fucking
just
straps,
guns,
you know, it's
bro.
normal.
You never loaded a gun in the booth?
Accidental discharge.
Fam, I've seen bitches fucking have their titties out and fucking playing with themselves in the
Fam.
fucking studio. So the fact that you haven't is actually crazy.
At Vegas, you're a legend in this.
He
That's why
turned
you
the
see
other cheek.
everything.
It was happening. He was not looking because there's no. I don't. Fam.
You
I
probably fucking, that's why.
nigga. I basically had orgies in studio sessions sometimes. Not
Oh,
like
wow.
like.
I can't relate.
No, I never said you could. My youngin.
God damn.
No.
Maybe I wasn't an engineer like that. I wasn't looking y'all.
You know what it was? It's the artist side. It fucked me up.
Yeah, you're.
I'll release
Oh.
it. I'll release it.
Vegas is locking in.
So hold on, going back to that though, don't you think as an engineer you should say no even if the bag is right? Like you
You know-
hear an artist and it's like they're trash, fam, but they got a bag and it's just like, nah, fam, because you're gonna fuck the industry up. Like you're gonna fuck the music up.
Somebody else is gonna help them fuck it up anyways. Look. My thing is if I have the free time and it doesn't bother me to that extent, and they're open minded, and I might be able to give them some insight, I'll try a thing. Like, okay, there's a lot of artists that I don't like that are doing very well, and they make rap, and I don't like their rap.
Like who?
Top 5.
Top 5 is a fair one. I'm not really a fan of Pressa, but he has moments where his voice is sonically more appealing to me. But it's his voice more than his bars. Like sometimes his voice just kind of I don't want to hear it.
Oh, Ellse Interview them, that's why.
That's
I
insane.
fucking
That's insane word.
Up top, he signed up top. That's
I'm
all
good
family.
with everyone. It's awkward over here.
But no, it's
I can't even
he
let
can-
I
he
can't
can make-
invite all my friends. It would be a swap out. It would be
but
insane.
You have the right to make that assessment as a professional in your profession.
Yeah, and
So,
it- and it- and it's
I
not
agree
even-
with you too. I don't like press on all of his records, but there are some beats that he chooses that work well with his voice.
Yeah.
But it goes
That's
back
all
to
it is.
well, same thing. Like I don't
Yeah.
like.
And that goes to
I
quality
don't
control
the
releases
Casper
as
thing.
well.
Like I don't get. Like I like some of new Casper stuff, but the old Casper stuff I didn't get it. But I like
won't
some of
even
his
lie.
newer stuff.
He knows I didn't really know much of his music. We sometimes we'll be talking about songs. He's like, yo, you heard this one? And we'll be just like high or whatever. And I'm like, fam, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to Casper back in the day. Fam, I was not really into like Toronto street rap. To me, it's
Me
not
either.
sonically
Good.
my sound.
Yeah,
Like,
me
so
either.
when I was making music as Ellse the artist in Toronto, I already knew a bunch of the street rappers from like when I worked at the YMCA and different things, playing basketball and stuff like that. I never mingled with them because I didn't feel like we related.
Okay.
My big bro was he did his own thing in the streets. He was a hustler. So with my music not really connecting with him, he was more of a French Montana type of guy. And it's like my music wasn't that edgy. It was more like,
You're like little brother.
yeah, it's like, don't you exactly, little brother, like it's crazy. I used to bump that,
Yeah, I know.
I have a Jay Dilla mixtape. Like I'm retarded.
Oh, he's one of
Yeah,
those.
he's one of those guys.
Fam,
Like,
I'm an
yeah.
accidental backpacker. Like I don't want to be.
dilated peoples.
Frank
in them.
and Dank.
Frank and Dang.
Those are my guys though.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like my playlist you're saying out loud.
When I got that intervie last year, I
I've
was
outgrown it
spiced.
though. I haven't listened to any of that stuff for a minute, but everyone you just said was definitely in rotation. 1000%. Ninth Wonder is my guy.
He's a
Like,
god, yeah. He's a
You know,
god.
it's like I used to love all that type of stuff. I used to even try to give what's the nigga with the mask on?
MF Doom?
Yeah. I used to have moments with him, but more so like Madlib.
Madlib, okay. He
And-
works with Freddie Gibbs now.
Yeah.
My thing.
Yeah. That's wild in itself.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Fuck, I don't know quite. Go ahead, Gutsy.
What's new? Like, what do you have? Because we seen you working with obviously Pablo, and you started putting out
Yeah.
some projects with the Hitman song. I wish you were here to fully.
I know.
The performance,
You know, I got-
performance at Freaknik, like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're putting yourself out there. Like, what is the plan now?
Overall?
Because I know you want to come in when the rollout is coming. What is the rollout? What are you
So-
looking to present here?
In the near, like I would say in like a month time, I'm gonna be dropping a project called Foreign National, kind of like outlining a bit of my experience while I was gone. I'm still debating if I'm dropping the whole interrogation CD with it. I might.
Do it in
Jeez.
deluxe maybe. Or
Yeah. I might do it as like a bonus CD. But there will definitely be snippets
in
throughout the album. And I'm just obviously the city. Most people that know me in the scene in Toronto as a engineer, they don't really know me as an artist. But people think I started making music after I became an engineer, which is vice versa. Which is why a lot of people connected with me is because I was an artist first. So I'm kind of remembering that I got to let people know that, especially if I want to try to first, I have a lot of music to release. So either way, I got to drop it. If nobody listens to it, goddamn, like it's going to be out there though. So if I do it properly, then hopefully I get the traction that it deserves.
Is there any other pockets that you're willing to explore as Foreign National is set to release?
Say that again. What do you mean?
Is there any other pockets you're willing to explore? Like, I know you're a videographer as well, so I know you're going to be doing some content pieces for it. What about like other people you might possibly want to talk to? Streaming, like
I want to tap in with like Yoshi TV. He's one of the homies, and he's doing his own like dating or like 20v1s and stuff like that. So I want to basically tap in with the streamers and kind of get more social. I'm trying to use TikTok more.
network.
And network, just be outside more, because definitely with my time of being in the studio, I've definitely networked a lot, but solely with artists,
Yeah.
and it's definitely helped me in a lot of different ways, but it also kind of set me back as an artist myself.
You think so?
Not musically.
Okay.
I feel like my creation is like at a different level than I ever been, but I feel like how I allow people to perceive me is as an engineer. I don't really go around saying like I'm a rapper, by the way. I make music. Like I don't really try to force feed that. I usually say I'm an engineer.
Like a lot
And
of
then they discover that I'm a rapper after.
a lot of times we'll be in the studio and his songs will be playing. They'll be like, "This is you," and they're going crazy. I'm like, "That's crazy." You don't even realize you make music. Remember the
Yeah,
was going
yeah,
crazy?
yeah.
That's why it's like the engineer and the music side obviously is different. I'm trying to get more on the engineer side.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're,
my
you're trying
cuz.
to flip it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I don't really
yeah,
care
yeah.
for like obviously I care for music, but he's actually talented. He coached me through my tracks and stuff. But like I just want him to more be on the music side.
Yeah.
Cause like everyone's like engineer, but it's like he looks at it like let me engineer. But I just think his
Bills gotta get
album,
paid, man. That's why it's hard.
That's what
So
it is. Like,
it's
you know,
like a
people
double-edged
understand.
sword.
If
And
I
then
could
it's
just
like-
record all the time for free.
It's
and
like
get
dropping a
paid.
song actually markets me as an engineer because now they heard exactly firsthand what I would do to a song myself. So they're like, okay, no. And if it's a good song, if it's decent, yeah, they're gonna tap in with me like, yo, we should do a session. And now they're re-inspired to work with me. They see me trying to do my own motion. It's also motivational. It's like it's almost like therapy for myself when people tap in with me as well. 'Cause it's like
And-
it's a reminder, like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
And as messed up
it's
as it
kinda hard.
sounds, when you get in trouble, like when you were in jail, the amount of people who contacted me, it's like this album rollout is fuck. People like the bullshit. Excuse my language. People like the bullshit. So I feel like this album rollout for you, it might do something because people just want to know what's going on because they're nosy.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, you kind of just may as well take advantage of it. He's never been knocked before, never been to jail. I was always proud cause no criminal record, but it's like, hey, you know what?
Fuck
Go
that
with it. Is what it is. You did
Yeah,
your time.
yeah.
You try to do the album roll up properly, and I think you'll do good.
And it's honestly a gift and a curse because
Exactly.
now you have a story to tell.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Your
Exactly.
experiences and you relate to other people that's been in the same experience. And then on top of it, now people can be like, okay, yeah, wow, he's been to blah blah and he never blah blah and holy he did that. Like, you got now like you can actually like pinpoint everything you can do from A to B in terms of your rollout. It'll actually be really sick. I'm actually excited.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
trust
Very
me. He
freaking
has some
excited. And
ideas.
his
like,
music
he
is
has
dope.
all-
Yeah,
damn,
Vegas got to hear a lot of the new
Yeah,
heaters.
even the flipping your jail cards, your papers, all the stuff he brought, your
Yeah.
diet, that stuff's like is
Yeah,
very.
I have a lot of my stuff. I have video clips from inside, obviously.
Hmm.
You know, shout out my dog Almo.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. That's his signature. Whoosh.
That's a whoosh. Is there anybody else that you're looking to work with in the city? Because you work with a lot of artists. Is there somebody like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
or
yeah.
anybody that you're seeing that you would want to tap in with?
Honestly, as Pound. Obviously, I definitely always fucked with Local City's sound. I recorded him like back in the day. Do Some, I recorded that one. So it would be nice to tap in with him now, like with his mature self. Going through everything that he's gone through and where he's at mentally
Yeah.
with the music and stuff. He seems super locked in. It'd be nice to tap in with him.
Yeah, I heard the new tune. You played the new tune for me last week.
Swap Out,
Fire,
right?
Fire. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. I like
He
that
did
one.
his fam. He does his thuggy.
Yeah.
He is like beyond quality control with himself. That's what it really like. Benji's like that too. These are guys that make really good music. Yeah, they make good music, but for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, quality control. They don't want to drop every song they record. So they could be recording way more than we ever think, but they're gonna drop the songs that they really believe in wholeheartedly.
Yeah, but they didn't make it yet. Well, Benji's kind of on a. I get it, but nigga,
They need to do more.
we need music. Yeah, we need.
You can't
Fam.
hold the music like
Yeah,
that,
fam.
Benji.
You know what the worst
Wait,
part is?
Benji holds onto the music,
Yeah,
fam.
like you're.
That nigga cheeses
The
me.
way
Yeah.
the worst part is that they have so many heaters probably that they don't care about. 'Cause
Yeah, I
that's
know.
how it goes when you record. Especially your last song is probably your hottest one to you. It's usually how it goes. If it's not, then you're probably not cooking up.
Then again, who are you to talk? You have like 100 heaters.
Benji's
That's
the
my
type
whole
of
point. And I keep moving on. I'm like, no, I'm gonna drop this one. Then I do another one. I'm like, no, this is the one. And it's like you keep tricking yourself. And if you're not getting organized, it makes it that much harder to drop them.
Yeah.
And then it's like also emotionally, like whatever you're going through is like what you really want to drop.
Facts, but if your platform gets to where it needs to be, you'll still just drop certain things. There's niggas with
1000%.
huge platforms that just won't drop because they want to hold it. It's not
Yeah.
about just the best track. If you have a huge platform, give your fans the audio or something. Or a
That's
little
one thing I
video.
say. Casper feeds the streets though.
Casper definitely does.
He feeds the
Casper-
streets.
Casper, he works.
Young Tory feeds the streets, even though the streets don't want him. It's foul.
Yeah.
He feeds the streets. He drops a lot of music, and he records a lot.
But I think it.
Like I said-
Young Tory tells me I'm dumb. I sound dumb.
Nah, like I
But
said,
he does it unto himself.
that's why I said
and
he
two,
feeds the
I
streets.
think it's
but
both.
They just don't want it right, and they don't really.
You're
like
right. I think there's
his
two
person.
people. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. My bad. Yeah, there's two people that I feel like Toronto done dirty, and that was Young Tory and LB. LB
1000%,
Spiffy are the two. I think those are the two
1000%.
people that no matter what Toronto should always be behind. But I just think my boy just goes online and does like he gets into his meat meal bag, and then people just don't want to really rock with Young Tory.
Yeah, Young Tory goos himself. 1,000%. He goes himself because he's actually really talented.
Yeah, he's still talented regardless of how whatever he does.
Just, people.
mic.
Yeah, it's hard for people to tolerate that, and then people just. Yeah, it's just the stigmas and everything around your name, you know. With LB, I just recently followed him again. Like I just came across his Instagram like maybe like 2 months ago. And I was like, say a word, and like you don't see mature LB, you know. I'm like, say a word. So it's like I'm excited to see what he does, but yeah, the city kind of just threw him away. LB Spiffy.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing.
That's the saddest part.
That's the problem.
I think he
had a deal.
His fan base
Grew up.
and he
kinda
never grew up
like
with
the-
his fam. He never grew up with the his
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
like that
happened.
singing type like that type of music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very melodic, very
Very
super
melodic, and
with
he
the
was
melodies.
He was like our YNW Melly, like hard to understand sometimes. Like he had to have subtitles on his videos because of his flow.
He didn't do. Don't do him like that.
What?
I was gonna say why
He was.
LB Spiffy? He had a few tracks like
He had a few tracks where I didn't know what the hell he was saying.
What was the Aquafina one? Or
I think that's
where he's
it,
dancing in the
Aquafina.
kitchen? I'm gonna lie, that's my tracks still, I can't lie. But he ain't, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but that shit's hard.
It's just hard. Shit hard. Still,
Like
can't
that's
lie.
when if I had subtitles, it would make me appreciate that one probably more because I don't know what's going on in the track.
Shout out LB, man. But shout out LZ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have like a single planned anytime soon?
Yeah. I just dropped PSA. I'm back. I have another video. I have another music video in the vault called Introvert that I'm gonna probably drop. I might drop that beginning of next month, beginning of November. That Need Your Love song, the Sexy Drill one, I'm probably dropping that audio like tomorrow.
Nice.
That one has to come out because I decided to perform it. Yeah. Artwork's done. And then based on like that What I Feel track that we played earlier, that's gonna be like a part of the rollout. That one, I have another song called Back Outside. Those are gonna be like a big parts of the rollout.
Nice.
Well, you already know. I gotta get your number so you can send me shit because I don't know when I'm gonna be back on Instagram, if ever. But you know what I'm saying. I'm still promoting. I'm doing all that stuff. If you guys have to tell the people them to ask for me back because I don't think the people them even care for me back on Instagram anymore like that. Do they miss me? I don't know. I don't feel like the people that miss me on Instagram. I lost 2 accounts that were almost at 10K, bro.
I lost 2 accounts. I was hurt.
Yeah, fam. The second one didn't hurt. No, they both hurt me, but my real life is just really like stressful right now. So I don't really give a fuck. That's the only problem. Like if my real life wasn't so stressful, it'd be really bugging me. But because my real life is stressful, and
You have other things to actually focus on mentally.
yeah. But then it bugs me because I'm like Instagram was my getaway.
Instagram's blessed. I just gotta get
Instagram,
my over here. We gotta get to the top so we can just be doing all types of excursions, right, Cuzzo?
A lot.
Hello.
Yeah. We're not.
When I get my passport back.
Don't worry.
Next year. But yeah, LZ, let the people know how to get a hold of you, man. All the socials and all that.
Everything else with 2 L's, as if you're saying L's. That's on all platforms, to be honest. If I'm not on the platform, or if you can't find everything else on the platform, that means I'm not on it. So just message me and tell me about it, and I'll sign up.
Nice.
Real talk.
Gang,
You want to give the people them?
Follow me on Instagram, @Feed on Land, SPOUND, Feed on Land, EPKHGH. You already know I'm out of here.
Follow me on Instagram, Cap.
And to close out, LC, you gonna do a freestyle. Let's get it.
No, you have to do it too then.
Wait,
That's not
jump it in?
fair.
Nah, I'm not doing no freestyle.
No, how are you gonna give him the freestyle I was gonna give you?
I didn't prepare.
That's insane. Never
Crazy.
did I. Look. Whoa. Yeah. I've been going hard, tryna go and get that money, get a goal, yeah. Should I feel like I'm growing, glowing like a star? Yeah, I feel like a wraith looking at the stars. Mars, wow, stop it. Been up on my grind, I don't wanna stop it. Going around with the soap, never ever drop it. I'm just joking, told these niggas better stop watching. Yeah, I've been cooking, kitchen. Whipping, water, whipping, dishing. Wow! Jeez, yeah, I'm cooking with fiends. Yeah, it's real, cooking my team. Understand what it mean, I'm green. Cooking that green, yeah. Yeah, they fucking with me and I'm one of the illest. I've been on my grind, killing it, billing it, wondering how I could do it. Getting the ceilings, yeah, no ceilings, like Wayne. Swear to God, I do my thing. I swerve them lanes. Okay, going insane. Okay, Kurt Cobain. Okay, I blow your brains out if you do the wrong thing. Talking, going insane, fucking around, killing all these niggas. They don't do a thing when it come to me. Yeah, swear to God, they don't fuck with me. Yeah, all that money, yeah, come to me. Yeah, and I get that shit comfortably. Yeah, and I'm feeling like
Let him cook, man.
yeah.
GTV in the cut. Let me cook, man.
Yeah.
We off this shit, man. Gang shit.
Gang. Bow, bow,
You
bow,
just-
bow.
Nah, you ripped that.